One thing that I'm finding through this round of marathon training is the realization of quality over quantity, where I want to make sure my runs are good quality runs and I'm not really focused on the amount that I need to run. Like, how do I feel during the run? How's my recovery during the run? Everything is centered around quality, and especially with my lifting, is that I really dialed back the amount of weights that I add onto the barbell or the amount that I pick off of the dumbbell rack. This made me think about, oh, maybe I should dial it back and really focus on my form, really focus on the downwards and the upwards movements. And really, if I never hit my goals for the week, I'm not beating myself up for it. If I reach maybe 80 to 85% of what the goal weight that I want to do for that week, I rather be there than hitting my goal weight once in a while. That's just me. I would rather prioritize consistency and high weights than inconsistencies with that uh, one rep max or whatever that case may be. I think one thing to think about is there's no straight answer between quality versus quantity. I mean, if you think about it in terms of clothing, like, would you rather have one good shirt that will last you 10 years or five good shirts that will last you 5 years? Yes, you do have multiple shirts, but do those shirts last as long? I think finding the right balance of quality to whatever quantity you're looking for. And this whole training leading up to the SF marathon, I've I've had a lot more quality runs than my quantity of runs. Quantity in terms of the mileage that I've ran compared to LA. Uh, my mileage hasn't really been the highest this time around, but I feel like the quality of each run still feels just the same, if not better, than when I was training for the LA marathon. And when when I have about a week or 2 weeks left until the marathon, I really try to focus on lower weight, higher rep, doing stretches, and making sure my body is limber up to the race day. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do any heavy lifting to tweak something. I don't want to take any crazy risk and risk injuring myself. So I really take it slow prior to race day, just so that my body can be 100% when the SF marathon comes by. And so my squats, we went up to 275. Uh, right now, the max I have for myself, 315 for 2 reps. Still looking for the 3 reps. The I'll try that I would say maybe 1 or 2 weeks after the marathon, just to see where my strength is at. I know doing 1 rep max is not really recommended in terms of injury risk. I know even though I'm very calculated in the amount I lift, I still get a little wary when I'm doing like 2 reps. One thing I've been very cautious about is my bench. For about 2 or 3 weeks now, I've been having kind of spasms on my left pec, and it just doesn't feel, my body doesn't feel like I can support benching heavy weights. So there may not be a such a jump in weight past 225 for a couple weeks, at least until I can rehab it and do other chest exercises to mitigate the uncomfortable feeling that I have in my left pec. And this week I'm tapering off, really going a lot slower on my runs. There will be a lot more slower runs in the next episode, and you'll see that really trying to use as less load going into the marathon. That's it for this week, and I'll catch you in the next one.